Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Karen, the Women's Midlife Specialist, and I have a great set of labs for you today. In fact, this person, we're going to call her DS, has labs that look very similar to the way my labs looked the first time I tested my labs many years ago. So DS is 55 years old and she's postmenopausal. I was not postmenopausal when my labs actually looked like this, but I was having a lot of skipped periods more off than on. In any event, DS is postmenopausal and she's not on any bioidentical hormone therapy right now. Her estrogen or estradiol is low, even for a postmenopausal lady. In fact, so low that it's not even measurable. That's what ZRT registers at less than zero point 0.5. It's not even measurable. She also tested her estriol and estrone, and these are both low as well. Her estriol, again, not even measurable, so they just give it a less than zero point 0.9, and her estrone is low at zero point 0.8. Now, this is really good because we're looking at a BMI of 30, which is considered obese. So that could potentially create a lot more estrone, and in DS's situation, it is not. So this is a very good picture. Fantastic for a woman with a BMI of 30. Now, DS, I'm not saying stay there because I want you to get that BMI down as well. But at least we've got a low estrone. Very, very good. Okay, so testosterone is okay. It's 41, DHEA 3.5, but these are, DHEA is at the lowest end of normal for her age, and testosterone is okay, but remember these are in age dependent and reference ranges that are without supplementation. So let's take a look at some of the graphs that can help show the picture a little bit better. So here's her estradiol level way down here below normal, even for a woman who is not on therapy, very low. And if we want to optimize it, we've got a ways to go. Progesterone seems to be okay. Up here, want to optimize, we'd be higher over here. Testosterone at the higher end of normal, probably coming from the adrenal glands. And here we've got the DHEA, lowest end of normal, and we can go up a good bit here. Her morning saliva at around 8 a.m. is average. Okay, so let's get a better idea and see really what DS is feeling like by going down and looking at her symptoms. Okay, I did a number on your symptoms here because I wanted to show something that I haven't really shown yet that is very important. Now, when we first look at the symptoms as a whole, what we see is a low cortisol. The symptoms are appearing to be low cortisol, low androgens, and low thyroid. Okay, so this is important: low cortisol, low androgens, and low thyroid or low metabolism. So, what I did is all these triangles are low thyroid, and there are so many of them. Aches and pains, morning fatigue, loss of scalp hair, dry and brittle hair, constipation, hoarseness. Now, one thing I didn't see was a high complaint of swelling and puffy eyes, though she's got a minimal complaint there. These are a lot of symptoms of thyroid. Now, the ones that have an arrow plus a triangle are both low cortisol and low thyroid. Now, low cortisol, low androgens, and low thyroid symptoms seem to clump together. So, this is indeed what we are seeing here. So, this is very interesting. Now, if we look at how she defines her stress, I did that with these little curly cues. She just says minimally stressful. Now, I will have to say that that was a little bit different with me. I did have a lot of stress in my life at my time. So we've got minimal amount of stress, and this is a telltale sign that really we're looking very much into a low thyroid situation. And this concerns me because we want to make sure that our thyroid is functioning well, because thyroid manages everything in our body: our heart, our lungs, our kidneys, our immune system, our ability to think and process information. So, thyroid is super important. So let's move to the next thing. We're still in the assessment phase of DS. So, this, like I was saying, this was what I looked like when I was in my early 40s. So, we have this extremely low estrogens, all three of them. And these are likely playing havoc on your thyroid and adrenal glands. With this low of estrogens, no wonder you have many of the symptoms that you have. So, for instance, your immune function, you're ranking high levels of allergies, you're saying your hair loss is severe, and muscle aches and pains. This is all estrogens, adrenals, and thyroid. So, and like I was saying earlier, you rank your stress level as really mild. And you also rank most of your mood questions as mild, except for that feeling of anxiety. So it's kind of hard to tell if anxiety is a sex hormone related thing or if it's something else. So that I really can't put my finger on really at this moment. But let's see where we can go from here and what I think will be best for you. So, DS, I think you're a perfect candidate to get your hormones renewed. So, Hormone Heaven, 2 pumps twice daily would be perfect to start with. This will increase your levels to that nice 30-year-old level. Might you need to go to 3 pumps a day or even 4 pumps? I don't know yet, but probably you may need up to 3 pumps with such low levels. Now, all of your estrogens will come up nicely, but estrone should stay within that nice normal reference range, even with this little bit of estradiol, because you're starting at a low level, which is wonderful. Now, DHEA is in the lowest end of normal for someone not even supplementing. We need this for those allergy symptoms and your immune function. So DHEA, I'm recommending 5 milligrams in the morning, increase to 10 milligrams in about a month from now. Now, regarding adrenals, I really am not sure if you need an adrenal product. I'm kind of leaning away from an adrenal product, just the way you were describing your symptoms. I am leaning toward more of a thyroid problem. Now, if you had both thyroid and adrenal, you always treat the adrenals first. But I don't think there's a big adrenal thing going on right here. I think it's more of a thyroid thing. And that could make you look like you have low cortisol. The ranking of your stress is mild. Your BMI is almost 31. I'm banking on thyroid issues. So, the first thing that really would be preferable, I'm going to show you both if you can test your thyroid, and if you can't, preferably it'd be good to test your thyroid, because I'm really seeing so much in you that makes me think thyroid. So your TSH is excuse me. So the labs that you would want to do is a TSH, a free T4, a free T3, a reverse T3, and TPO in either venous blood work, or you could do a TSH, free T4, free T3, and a TPO with a ZRT blood spot kit. So these are two options that you have. Now, what you want to look for is you want your T4, your free T4 and your free T3 to be in the mid to higher range of normal reference ranges. And you want to look for a low, no higher than mid range of the reference range of reverse T3. So the higher the T4 and T3, the better. The lower the reverse T3, the better. You also want to look for optimal TSH levels running between zero point 0.5 and 1.3 plus or minus zero point 0.3. So this could go down to 0.2 and this could go up to 1.6. So these are going to be your optimal results. If you don't fall in these reference ranges of the optimal levels, or you simply cannot get your blood work, this is an excellent supplement to have done. This is, to start using. Thyroid. It's made by Orthomolecular and has the nutrients that you need to make good thyroid hormone, along with the tyrosine, along with the iodine and the enzyme minerals that you need: selenium, zinc, vitamin C and A, and E, of course. So, in addition to that, we've got some ashwagandha, which is also an adaptogenic herb, not only for the adrenal glands, but also for the thyroid. Some guggul resin, which is very good for cholesterol. Turmeric, excellent anti-inflammatory, because low thyroid is commonly associated with an inflammatory condition of the thyroid gland. So turmeric is excellent for that. Now, I can't say I'm done yet, DS, because we need to look at diet. I would love to see you get that BMI down. We want to treat holistically, right? We want to look at you as a whole person. And so what we want to do is this good old thing. I'm using this slide over and over again because it works. And we want a low glycemic carbohydrate diet with healthy fat and adequate protein. In order to get that, we need to eliminate breads, pastas, and all processed foods. Boo hoo, right? And massively increase these vegetables. I need to start putting pictures of what my meals look like on these. That's something I'm going to have to start doing after I start making some new lab assessments. Okay, I'm already ahead about 10 labs right now, but the new ones coming in, I'm going to have to start throwing out some of my meals. I want you to see how to eat and what I eat, and that will give you some ideas. I've got some of my own amazing recipes. So we want to massively increase these vegetables. And my husband makes fun of me because I just love cutting vegetables. And I literally, I always tease him, I'm making love to my vegetables. And with this, balsamic vinegar is wonderful. And try to stay away from salad dressing. That can really screw up your great salads and your great vegetables. Use only a tablespoon of these oils. And we want to use these healthy monounsaturated fat oils like olive oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, hazelnut oil. These are wonderful hemp oil. These are the oils that we want to use. And other healthy fats, a whole avocado per day is not going to hurt you. Just know it's about 250 calories. So a half to a whole avocado per day is a great place to put your food. Fruits, we want to focus on low sugar fruits like berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, boysenberries. So those are our fruits that we can eat plenty of and not worry about the sugar content. And of course, lemons and limes. And if you want a half apple to an apple a day, that's good too. Lots of pectin, excellent for GI system and wonderful for the probiotics, helps feed the probiotics, the healthy bacteria in your gut. We don't want any dried fruit. That is really full of sugar. We want the very low sugar stuff, and no diet foods because those aren't really supportive of health. We want to also remember we've got to stick with minimal dairy, if any at all, because there's a lot of sugar, lactose sugars in dairy. Now, I always throw this in there. There's lots of ways to do it, but this is my two little secrets that I do. If you have to have a dessert, other people having dessert, and you just feel like a sweet, no biggie. Go for something like this. Arctic Zero, excellent um, uh, frozen, it's like a frozen dessert. It's not ice cream. Get one that is lower in calories. They've got some that are too high in calories, but start with the 35. It's lower in sugar, 35 calories per serving. And or you could have something like this dark chocolate. You want 85% cocoa, and this is a wonderful treat. A half a bar is usually a serving. You want a quarter of a bar. You only need a taste. That's all you need, and that will serve you extremely well. So I hope this was really helpful for you, DS. Give me a thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Tell me I'm doing the right thing. Tell me you like these videos, and let me hear from you. Share these with your friends and family, and make sure we help each other. Okay, see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.